For Daniel Cantu and Connor Hults, it's a dream come true every time they step onto the field in the Florida State uniform. And on March 26th, when they took on the Florida Gators here in Jacksonville, it meant a little more.
I was born and raised in Jacksonville, played baseball since I was like 5, 6 years old. My dad taught me everything I knew, basically.
I was basically raised, I grew up in Jacksonville. I moved up to Jacksonville when I was 3, so played at the local CBC for pretty much my whole career. Yeah, it's been a fun ride.
And going back to your guys' time at Creekside, if you could pick out a few of your favorite moments and memories playing for the Creekside Knights, what would they be?
I'd say for both of us, that run we made to go to the state tournament his senior year, my junior year, that will always stand out. Winning that regional finals in
That was a crazy,
at
crazy.
where was that? Pace?
No, that was in Pine Forest.
Pine Forest High School.
The Pine Forest game, the regional final there was nuts. Like everyone contributed in that game. Everyone played a part in that win. And just that bus ride after and
Yeah.
then going back to the hotel and we all jumped in the pool with our uniforms on. It was such a cool feeling and just it was so fun.
Did you guys follow college baseball much growing up?
Mostly Florida State, obviously for both of us. We've both been Florida State fans. But actually I followed South Carolina a lot because my grandparents lived in South Carolina and they would always take me to their games whenever I would go visit them. So it was those two schools.
Yeah, ever since I could talk, it's been Florida State this, Florida State that. My mom was a Gator, so we always give her,
That's
a
great.
little, yeah, we always give her stuff for that. I got a funny story. I strictly remember, I think it was first grade. I was like 6 or 7 years old, and my dad was a huge Florida State baseball fan, and he called into my school, and he had taken me out of class and brought me back to my house. And I was confused. I didn't know really what was going on. But he pulled me out of class. I got in the car. I was like, "What's going on, Dad? Like, what are we doing?" He goes, "Florida State baseball plays at like 2 p.m. We need to go catch the game." And that's one of the memories that stuck with me for a while.
And what has this experience been like for you guys after not playing together for 5 years? You're back kind of reunited on your childhood team here at Florida State.
It's pretty sweet. We actually get the opportunity to be roommates this year too, which is pretty cool.
In high school, we I was always a year older and he was also always a young buck, like very talented kid and just someone that I always looked out for in high school and wanted to help out any way I can. And now that I am able to do that here, it's just so awesome. I know the age gap isn't that big, but this is my baby bro, so I'm always looking out for him and we'll probably be lifelong friends for here on out.
You guys, Lodis as well, you're all coming back here to play in Jacksonville against Florida in this big time rivalry game. I think it's pretty safe to say this one meant a little extra to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was sweet. There's always that tension, no matter how good they're doing, no matter how good we're doing, if they're doing bad, if we're doing bad, it doesn't matter. That's the beauty of baseball. Any team can go out and beat any team on any given day.
What did it mean to have the community come out to support you and to see everyone out there at that game?
Yeah, it was awesome. Obviously, it was a bunch of friends, family, that were able to come to the game. But it was also a bunch of old coaches and young players that I've coached at camps. Also, give my mama a hug, my dad, give him some love because I know deep down, like this is one of like my dad. He loves this. He loves it for me, and I'm sure his dad's the same way. And talking to these young kids and signing their balls for them, it's just inspiring. It almost it puts something into their brain where it's like they really want to be here one day, and me being able to talk to them, hopefully fires them up to work hard and want to get to the next level.
And Daniel, that was kind of best game of your college career. It's up there, tied your total for highest career RBIs in a single game. You get 5 RBIs, 2 doubles, and a home run. I want to focus specifically on that home run. Can you walk me through that experience, what you saw on that pitch, and what was going through your mind as you rounded the bases?
At that point, I was 2 for 3 with 2 doubles, and my teammates were just like, "Oh my gosh, you're on fire!" And I was just like, "I'm not done yet." And I looked at the chart, and it said fastball is his third pitch, which means that he doesn't really throw it that often. And I was like, I'm gonna go up there and he gives me a fastball. I'm not gonna miss it. And very first pitch, he threw me a fastball and I didn't miss it. As I hit it, I was just like, go over the wall, go over the wall, go over the wall. Because I knew I hit it well enough, but I knew it was I knew what the wind was doing. So um, I wanted it to go over the wall and it did. And running those bases, had to show love to my boys who were on third base side and my previous coaches also had to point to them, and that was a very special moment. I grew up coming to this game. I watched Buster Posey hit 2 home runs in that ballpark and see Florida State play, and yeah, just being able to wear garnet and gold and play in that game was really awesome, and having all of our family and friends out to watch us play, and it was just one for the books for sure.